YouTube, was good? It's your boy Spice Glory, and I am back in here for a much anticipated video. Today, I will be taking a look at the NF Clouds mixtape slash project. This was requested by, I can't remember who you are, but it'll be somewhere right here on the screen. It was requested by one of my subscribers. So before I go into it, I'm just gonna let you know that I'm the only one who's gonna be hearing the music. You're not gonna be hearing the music because I don't want to get no copyright from YouTube or NF or whatever his record label is that he's signed to. I can't remember the name of the record label, but I just don't want a strike. I'm good on that. So I'm going to hear it. I'm going to review it I'm going to review it. And once I get done with the song, I'm going to tell you what I thought about the song, what I liked, what I didn't like, blase, blase. And I'll give a full how do you say it? A full analysis at the end of the video. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. But anyways, without further ado, let's get it poppin'. First song, Clouds. Well. Okay. Gotta wait for this commercial. It's so interesting because like just the beat by itself is like it's so cinematic. NF is definitely somebody who has that type of just he can make things make sense when it doesn't sound like it makes sense, lyrically speaking, in my opinion. The wordplay is nasty, and this is just the first track, and he's giving us the familiar, I guess in a way, the familiarity with his sound, basically on this first track. like like what I could definitely say is that like he's just going like it's like the format of his song, of this first song, is just like verse verse. He's done like 4 verses without even having to really do a hook. He's doing like four verses without even having to do a hook. Like, and he's just going. And there's like a I like the format. He's not really like giving you like a chorus or anything like that. It sounds like he's giving you a chorus, but it's not really like a chorus. It's just him still going into different verses and just making spaces with with his lyrics throughout the beat. Mm. Golly. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like he didn't come to play on that last track like that, and that's just the intro. He did not come to play no games, man. I think what this project just kind of solidifies. Um, I've listened to NF a lot of times in the past, and he's just somebody who doesn't really, you know. I see that he has like two features on here. He doesn't really do features, let alone most of the time when he does albums, he just has it's just him by himself. You know, a certain format, certain type of beat sounding. You know, like a what's the way to say it? Certain type of like stadium rap, cinematic sounding beats. You know, that sort of thing. And the subject matter is definitely always something in the vein of like it being lyrical and it being a lot of emotion connected and tied to it in his music. I guess I don't know. I don't really know why he doesn't really do features, but um, he's he's a rare specimen in the rap game because there's not a lot of rappers who don't do features. He just happens to be one of the latter who don't do features. So it's actually surprising to see that he has features on this album. And of course, why not it be the two other people who are just as lyrical as he is, Hopsin and Tech Nine? I can't wait to get to those songs. So now we're on the second track. That's a joke. Let's get it going. Okay, with this song, he's addressing criticism um, and or negative comments about his type of rap or him as an artist. Because as crazy as this might sound, there are actually people out there who are like, "Who the hell is NF? Who is that?" I've been on like Instagram and like some like a blogs like a popular blog site like Say Cheese TV or hot new hip hop or what is it, hip hop DX. You know, some of these blog sites, like they put him into the fold. You know, they advertise his artistry or him as an artist, and there are a lot of people, and I'm gonna just be honest, there, you know, a lot of them are my color, that, you know, say who the hell is that, or man, don't nobody listen to that white boy, you know, that type of thing. So I mean, in a sort of way, I guess he knows. I guess this song is to kind of like really tell you that like he knows that he has like critics and haters and whatever would have you. But I mean, man, NF makes his numbers. That's the crazy part about it is he's the most known unknown rapper. He's one of the most known unknown rappers in the rap game because he's signed to a major label, but he's not really on Instagram like that or on YouTube or Twitter like that or anything like that. Like he's not really advertised that big as much. I don't know if that's on purpose or what, but yeah, he's the most known unknown rapper that there is. Okay, so that was just like you. I mean, I'm sorry. That was that's a joke. And he did, and funny enough, he's one of those rappers who like doesn't cuss at all in his raps. and I do believe that's because he's like a it's either that he's Christian or he just doesn't cuss in his raps. One of the two, but I mean, either way, I think. Sorry, y'all, doing something a little different. Either way, I think it's just dope that he can deliver wordplay without even having to be like explicit at all in any facet or form. It's crazy. But yeah, I like that song. Like I said, addressing all the negative and people who basically don't like care for his music or don't like his music or don't know who he is and don't want to explore his music. That's pretty much what that song is about. Okay, so this next song right here is Just Like You. See here. I got the. I'm pulling up the lyrics now, just to see if you ever see me looking down, that means I'm looking at the lyrics while I'm following along with the song. Um, yeah. So let's get it going. Just like you. This song is pretty much like, I guess, like appealing to his fans and giving like a transparency in a way. Um, just kind of detailing the goal, like the ultimate goal and the ultimate mission of his music. And just being having some type of like relatability. So far as what I get from this. So like I said before, his like a lot of his like this is a formula that is portrayed through a lot of his songs in which like it's tackling like depression or like a sort of like sad emotion that he feels, and he knows that a lot of his fans have that same are going through that same type of like you know emotion mentally, and maybe even physically. So I mean, this is that formula that I was talking about with NF that he puts is transparent through his music with. Definitely dug that song. That Just Like You song. Like his he actually has a decent singing voice as well. Among like most rappers who can't sing a lick and they use auto tune. I actually appreciate him using his actual voice to sing. So yeah, the whole story and the message and everything. Definitely dug his transparentness throughout the song, relating to his fans and just people who have a lot of things going on in their own like life mentally and emotionally. Next song is Story by NF. I think I can just figure out what the basis of the story is, what the basis of the song is going to be. It's going to be a storytelling thing, I think. So let's get it going. Hmm. It's very interesting how he puts together a story basically on a song. This is something that is very hard to do in rap music. It's very few people who can just do it the way he's doing it. Um, and he's basically following the same formula that he did on the first song, Clouds, and he's just going and he's just illustrating and painting a picture for you. And I haven't heard a hook at all. There's no type of hook. He just started like as soon as the beat basically opens up and unravels, that's when he starts rapping. So I definitely think this is beautifully done. Very few rappers can tell a story the way he's doing it right now. Wow. Jeez, man, this guy put together a movie. This man put together a movie for a song. Like I like the anticipation of like each and every lyric he delivers within the song. Like at first following the beat, like, and what he's building up to, the lyrics are just like, okay, it's going, and then it just bumps up and then just comes right back down, sort of kind of like a heart monitor. It's just going and it's just going straight, and then boom, now we get to something more suspenseful, and it's like, oh, this is a little different now. You know, it's very, 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 very cool. Very, very good song. I think this is probably my favorite song so far. It's between this and the intro. The That's a Joke and Just Like You are definitely good songs, but I think between Story and Clouds, like those are the ones that just give me like the lyrical, just lyrical, no nonsense. Not to say that those other two songs are nonsense or anything like that. It's just like straight to the point, no hooks, none of that. Just lyrics, 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 like throughout. And you're like you're basically forced to like follow along with the song. Hmm. It's interesting. This song "Prideful" is basically about like a past relationship with a person that didn't go so well. Basically, um, he's basically detailing the stories of how everything fell down with that relationship previously that he had with whichever person it was. Okay, this is the song with featuring Hopsin called "Lost." I wonder how this is gonna go since NF doesn't cuss and Hopsin does cuss. Let's just see how this goes. This is gonna be interesting. Start. Man, he's so crazy when he gets into that chopper style, man. He's saying he's going crazy on here, man. Dude, he says, "The heart of a savage. I'm quiet when I lurk in the shadows, but something don't add up. I don't want to be over dramatic, but look at the data. It's obvious that humans are fragile, man. He's just chopper. He like I said, his formula is just on a beat. I don't know who makes his beats, but they know the formula. It starts off with no, literally just literally just a melody and a bass, melody and the bass, and melody and the bass, melody and the bass, and then here comes the drums, and then once the drums start to come in, it just everything starts layering out like bricks. It's so crazy, man. It's crazy. This song is basically about like this is basically going back into like mental health in a sort of way, and just like be this music being like therapeutic for both of them, as far as I can tell with the lyrics. That's my assessment of it. I might be wrong. Somebody, one of you out there might say something different, but that's my assessment of it. Hmm. Wow. Hopsin, man. Wow. So he says, "Life's got me by the neck with a blade against it. Guess I was late for the train and missed it. The only thing I feel is pain and vengeance, so I'ma act out like a raging misfit." Mm, man, this really truly just shows you that artists really do go through a lot, and fans don't really be understanding that. Like sometimes, sometimes like putting it like just putting out music and performing and stuff, like if artists don't take a break from putting out music or performing or something like that, they'll go crazy. That's what it sounds like. That's what this verse is kind of telling me. It's like if I don't get a chance to like just sit down, and I just keep on performing and releasing music, because fans always want music, and I'm a fan, and I always want my favorite artists to put out music. But I mean, their mental health and their well being is something that should come first before appeasing any fan. That's just my opinion. Man, that was that was definitely an incredible song. Um, they just kind of like peeled back, like they just peeled back and just let go and let their let their voices be a tool on the beat. They just let go. Both of them went off. Both of them went off, and I didn't hear any cussing from Hopsin. It's incredible. You know, there's somebody like there's one person I wish that was on this album, and that's Token. I wonder what a Token and NF song sounds like. That's just a thought. Next song is Layers. Hold on. Let me replay that back. Hold up. That sounds very familiar. I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all might think this sounds like the craziest thing in the world, but this sounds like, you know that song by Drake, Energy? I don't know if it's the cadence or the melody of the beat, but it likes the cadence, the melody, or the beginning, like just in this 35 seconds, the lyrics, but it literally sounds like Drake's Energy. I'm not saying he's stealing or anything like that, but it seems eerily similar to that song in some sort of way. Okay. Salute to the salute to whoever the producer is of this like whole entire project, cuz he's 7 for 7. He's 7 for 7 with his production formula. And this beat right here is crazy. And then it has a switch up too. Mm. Yeah, this is his version. This is basically his version of a braggadocious track. This is just like him being multifaceted in so many avenues and areas, and yeah, I loved it. Loved it. Like I said, the song in the beginning sounds like Drake's Energy, but like it quickly transforms from sounding like another song to it being like his own song, and just him spazzing out and just telling you lyrically, trying to lyrically get you there, and lyrically trying to get you to understand, you know what I'm saying? I loved it. Next song, Drifting. Man, I thought the song was over. I thought the song was over. He just came back and just started spazzing towards the end of the song. Just like this song is literally like an open letter to God, and this is just like his way of saying like, hey, I'm an imperfect person. I need I I need more self improvement. Just highlighting more. That he's a beautiful mess in a sort of way. That's what I'm getting from this track. But yeah, he's spazzing towards the end of this, man. Spazzing. Mm. Just to highlight something that he said here, he says, ignorant to my ignorance, tell me I'm worth it, God. Give me the faith to rise and help me diversify. To take a step forward, immersed in my belligerence, amplified. The feelings and worlds collide, intensified by living a life deprived. Wow. Man, he is, his brain is filled with a lot. He carries a lot. He carries a lot of weight throughout this whole entire project. Like from everything he's delivered, I feel like he's unloading a lot of things that like are baggage in him or is sitting in his brain. That's what I get from a lot of this. Okay, so now we come to track number 9, Trust featuring Tech Nine. This is going to be interesting as well, just like with the Hopsin track, because NF is not somebody who cusses. So just interesting to see how Tech Nine comes in on this song. Let's get it going. Oh man. Okay. He says, just to like go back to something, just go back to a few things he said. He said, and they wonder why the music has a huge effect, cause could it be cause I've been the go-to when it comes to death, cause I'm the one they be calling when the people get fed up and want the music with the visuals. I got a vendetta for any part of me that want to make it hard to set up and take away the happiness. It can be kind of pathetic, but when I look at everything that's trying to give me a headache, I gotta be honest, I really been the cause of it. Get it? Because I can see a side of me you'll never see, you can tell. When I'm at a breaking point, I finally had to sit with the devil. This is so, like I said, man, baggage. He has a lot of stuff he's just like letting out to his fans. It's crazy, man. Mm, he said Tech Nine, man. Jeez, I gotta go back and listen. I'm gonna end up going back and having to listen to his whole verse. Like probably end up listening to his whole verse again because he has so many layers to his lyrics. You got to listen like 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 different times just to like really understand what he said. But he said, on the bitter, the bogus, the hitter will focus, deliver the doses, and give a critter the dopest, spitter to flow sick, and now the quitter corrosive, a swig of roguish, give you liver cirrhosis. That's great. That's crazy. That's a crazy bar. That's a crazy bar. That's crazy. Yeah, man. That last song, it's crazy. Like I said, once again, NF delivered. And to be honest with you, he has the only two. He only has two rappers that he can basically be. He's basically compared to a lot. I'm pretty sure. Um, he definitely held his own and did the chopper style and Tech Nine, man. Like I said, man, I got to go back and listen to his whole entire verse again and again and again and again to like really get everything that he was saying. Like, cause everything he says is like he'll say it in foreground, but like it's just so much more when you try to like stand in the background of his lyrics and try to understand it from the background, and then you get closer and then you get closer and then you get closer every time you listen to like his verse, and then you start to like really break down what he's saying, and it's like sometimes Tech Nine's most simple lyrics are the things that he like puts in parentheses for everybody to like understand, and then you have to like break it down. That cirrhosis bar is crazy. This is basically the last song, "Paid My Dues." Sounds like the the title of the song is "Paid My Dues," so I am assuming this is another song about addressing, you know what I'm saying, a lot of criticism, a lot of hate, which is weird because I mean he, like I said, he's one of the most known unknown rappers because like it's people, it's like he has a very loyal fan base and everything like that, but there are like a lot of people who don't know who he is, you know. Interesting. So he's basically talking about media publications, and basically he's talking about how media publications, people, certain like people who work for media publications get paid to trash artists, especially like the hardworking artists who basically don't, who aren't in the public eye, who don't do any, you know, who don't do any like interviews or anything like that. Um, he's basically talking about how how media publications criticized The Search, his album The Search. Hmm. You know, it's interesting. He said something up here. Let me go back just a little bit. He said, just remember though, wait, he said, I'll take, let me see. It's like right up here. He said, I'll take ownership and own it and raise my hand if it's me. Just remember though, I'm only human. I'm a human being. Don't they see? Shoot the breeze. I'd rather just stay discreet. People claim they're in your corner, but leave you in times of need. It's interesting. It's interesting line. Very interesting line. Um, yeah, more. It seems like he's It seems like what he's trying to say here is, I'll take criticism. You know what I'm saying? If it's coming from a place of I guess a place of it not having to do with like you getting paid to criticize me, and you've actually heard my music instead of just trashing me in a way. Okay, y'all, that is the end of the album reaction, album review. Overall, I liked just about every song on here. I think the only song that probably has, I ain't gonna lie, has like a little bit of an annoying hook is Drifting. Drifting kind of has like an annoying hook to it, but other than that, it's lyrically it's still like standing out. Um, but yeah, man, it like throughout this whole entire album, like I said, it's a lot of like baggage, a lot of like things to be released. Um, the thing I like about NF is that he's like pretty much kind of mysterious, kind of like I can compare his like mysteriousness to like somebody like a Frank Ocean or a Weekend, or just any artist who doesn't like really do interviews and they just worry about putting out the music when it's time for them to like put out music. NF is one of those artists. He's not on social media. He's not doing interviews. It's like you'll hear the music when you hear the music, and you'll hear what I've been going. You know what I'm saying? How I've been living, how what I've been dealing with, so on and so forth. But I give this album like I give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, just because I didn't want to like give it like a perfect score or anything like that. Like I said, Drifting has like an annoying hook a little bit for me, but other than that, it's damn near a perfect album. Probably one of the most perfect albums of 2021. It's not even an album. It's just a mixtape. So, yeah, I loved it. Didn't hate it. What should I react to next? And I am out of here. Y'all take it easy. Subscribe to my channel, like the channel, tell me what I should react to next, tell me what I should review next, and I'm gone.